Alright, what is up everybody? This is Illinois Outdoorsman, and today we're actually out on the water. Kind of came to a little pond around here. It's Weldon Springs is what it's called. It's a 5-acre little pond. I think the deepest spot out here is 22, 23 feet, and it's over by the spillway. Right now I'm sitting in 5 feet of water, and it's a barren bottom. There's nothing on the depth finder. But I figure, you know what, it's nice. Pre-front, we're supposed to get a bunch of rain tonight, start storming, thunderstorms, all that good stuff, and snow Friday. So before the weather gets real crappy, I figure I'd get out and try and see if I can press my luck, see if I can find anything. And we are also going to, while we're out here, I'm going to film it. I'll probably do it as a separate video, but go over this bad boy. There's going to be a giveaway out of this. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. So we're going to do a giveaway out of it too, but I'll film that one. I'll probably post this one tonight and then the fishing trip next day or two. So I'll go ahead and, while I get this up, go ahead and check this out. And like you guys always do, hit that thumbs up, subscribe button. But for right now, we're going to go get out here and fish. And right now, underneath of me, I got a little bait ball sitting real close to the bottom. But we're going to go ahead and get on out here and see if we can get over the deep part of the lake. But yeah, it should be fun. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but it's 55 outside, so I can deal with that. Water temperature right now is 45 degrees, sitting in 6.5 feet of water. We're gonna get out here a little deeper and kind of see what we can find, kind of play with this little ranch a little bit, do a little bit of fishing. Just kind of get out. First time really getting out this year. I got out in January twice, about an hour before I had enough of it. It was 20 degrees outside. I said, you know what, we'll wait till spring. Well, spring starts Sunday, I think, so we're gonna go ahead and get out a couple days early and see if we can make something happen. Stay tuned, guys. See if we can get out of this wind a little bit. No sooner I stopped, I went 30 feet backward real fast. Definitely see these trees, laid down trees really well. Tell what's on the bottom, what's not. This depth finder pretty good for $100 or 120 bucks or whatever it was. It's not a bad depth finder at all. So far, this is the deepest spot in the lake I've been. It's 17.5 feet. nice to see though that they did redo the docks out here to get rid of the floating docks for the most part. I think the only floating one that's left is the one at the boat ramp, but it's got the plastic barges underneath those, got the foam ones. But they have, as you guys can see kind of in the background there, sank new posts, put new docks and stuff in out here. I know this one right here behind me was getting pretty bad. There's one up here around the corner I'm curious to see. It always held a bass every year it spawned. I always thought it was the same one. It was probably 5 or 6 pounds, same one every year. Sitting in that same bed. I'm curious to see if they got rid of that. Oh my God, if they got rid of that dock or if they went ahead and redid it or what. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but geese are out in full force. Got a blue heron flying around in front of me. I bet you there's a dozen geese out here and they're all just walking away. Now, like this dock, they didn't redo, they just put the extra dock out and left it laying there. Get up here around this corner, cut the trees blocked, and it should cut down the wind noise too. I do believe it's the deepest part of the lake. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I don't think they took that dock out. I think it collapsed. I just went over it on the depth finder. Awesome. There's a lot of bait fish stacked up right here in this corner, getting blown right up in here. I may have to sit out here outside of this blowing because I forgot my anchor. So I'm kind of and they did redo this dock over here. Really nice dock too. But what we're going to do here, we're going to back up and see if the wind will help us. Yep, that's not going to help us. Put that bad boy in the water. Got a whole line going across the graph. I don't know what that's about. Right now there's 16, 17 feet of water and nothing, but what I'm doing here, so I should have turned the camera around, but this dock, let's see if I can do it. Right here, what I'm doing is I'm casting this black and blue jig up in there, trying to kind of get to the outside first. I don't know how new this dock actually is, and then work my way inside. So I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna put you guys down here for a minute and we'll get back with you. Otherwise I'm gonna end up underneath this dock. What is up, guys? Sorry I did not finish filming out on the water today. I had some camera issues. Battery didn't want to cooperate. I thought I had enough juice and I did not have a backup battery with me. Today was more or less a test run anyway, just to kind of see where I wanted to place stuff, how everything felt in the boat. Was it accessible, stuff like that. Did have a couple snags. One of them being my depth finder is sitting over here. I'll show you guys. My depth finder, if you guys watched that video on my install, my Lowrance Hook 4, I used the no drill method and I used Velcro on it. My Velcro actually came off of my block, so I'm gonna have to staple it back, put some staples in it just so it'll stay attached to the wood block and not come apart. My other issue I had was maybe over here. There we go, there's some better light. was one of my scupper plugs had come out in my back tank well. And by the time I realized I had about 3 inches of water sitting inside my tank well, so I ended up getting out on the dock. I tried showing you guys in the video before this, before my camera quit. That dock, I ended up getting out on that dock and picking the rear end of the boat up to drain all the water out, put the scupper plugs back in. And I think I just didn't get one of them seated all the way in there, and it just kind of popped up and let a bunch of water in. It's no fun, but it's fishing tackle. It's meant to get wet, so I wasn't too worried about it. Outside of that though, it was a pretty good day. I didn't lose anything of value anyway. Just wasted a little time, which really isn't a waste. It was nice. It was nice to get out. It's 55 here. It's not freezing cold anymore. It will be Friday, but I'm looking on the bright side. It's nice today. It's 55 out. The water temperature was in the low 40s, like I said. As you got out towards the spillway, it cooled off a little bit. It went from like 43 to 41 or something like that. It wasn't terribly much surface temp. It was nice to kind of get out and not just look at the demo mode on the depth finder and actually be able to see, okay, this is what this is. And I did notice when I'm paddling, that does show up on that depth finder. It shows up as a nice purple line that kind of hooks down each time you paddle on either side. So you just dot, 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 and if you stop, you get a nice even break and you see the surface again. So that depth finder is sensitive enough to pick up you paddling, which is crazy because it threw me off at first. Like, I don't see any fish right underneath the boat, right at the surface. And then I figured out, okay, it's me paddling, which is awesome that it's that sensitive. It does pick up everything though. For not having side imaging, any of that stuff, you could tell what's a down tree, what's a hump in the bottom, stuff like that, what fish are. You can tell. It's blatantly obvious, and it's nice to see, okay, you can look and this is a tree and you can see all the fish on the back side of the tree. And I did end up finding a little spot out there where the current running through going towards the spillway, but the wind was blowing all these bait fish back up, and it was just stacked with fish behind the tree. They were just picking bait fish off as the wind was blowing them back in. So I did try and fish there for a little bit, and then it got windy. I didn't bring my anchor with. I'm gonna make a video also, I think it's gonna help me out a lot, but a checklist video. Get all your stuff that you wanna take with you on a boat, make a checklist. This way when you load the truck up, you can go, okay, I got this, I'm missing this, and go find it and throw it in the truck and mark, so you know you've got everything get out on the water with. But I will go ahead and make a checklist for me, and you guys can kind of base your stuff off of it and go from there, add, take stuff away, what have you. But outside of that, it was a good day. It was nice to get out, like I said, get out on the water, see nature. Obviously you can get up really close to nature in a kayak. There's no motor noise, there's none of that. And you can just kind of coast on in there. The wind was a little rough though. It was 25, 30 miles an hour. Being this big 12-foot ascend 12T, obviously it takes a little bit to paddle it. And I am way out of shape. So I will definitely have to work on that, work on my shoulders, because they're hurting right now. So, but I will be, it's like a little over a week left. I'll be going to Florida. So my next fishing video will probably be Florida on Lake Okeechobee. Make sure you guys watch that one. I'm hoping it's gonna be an awesome video and catch some awesome fish. Also probably gonna fish the Everglades while I'm there, so why not? I got the fishing license, might as well, right? Maybe some saltwater fishing. I've never seen the ocean, so I may try and fish that too. Just, that's who I am. Hey, if there's water, let's go fish it. But until then, you guys get out there, get out on the water, go fishing, take somebody else out there, get in the timber, do whatever, just get out there. I'll see you guys out there.